Hello, everyone. My name is Dwynette Eversley. I am pleased to be associated with this Henry Charles Cup that the Commonwealth is using to commemorate his legacy and his work for youth in the Commonwealth. I myself have been in international development for about 40 years and privileged that among those 40 years, I spent the majority of that time working on youth policy, youth development, youth governance structures, youth entrepreneurship, and youth violence prevention in the most recent incarnation of youth work, or reiteration, I should say, of youth work, spending a lot of time now on supporting systems that protect and build resilience in young people who are at the fringes of social development. It's a belief and work on social justice, which was one of Henry's really strong elements. He believed in justice for all, equality for all, and not only youth as a monolith, but youth with their particular diversities and interests. Henry, I met in 2005 when he joined the Commonwealth Youth Program Caribbean Center as the new regional director. He came to us knowing, of course, what we were doing, what changes, what work we were trying to do to influence regional youth development, an acceleration of youth policies, and program and monitoring and evaluation of impacts for programs for young people. Yes, he knew all of that. But he also wanted to know when he came into our center how we were doing as people. And so, very warm, very cordial. You can call me anything you want, he said, because we were snickering because his moniker at the time, his Gmail account, he was Lucian Chalu. He said he has all my friends call me Chalu. But I eventually ended up calling him Henry, and he became a strong friend all these years that I was pleased to have and pleased to be able to count on, as I hoped he was also able to count on me. And what made him stand apart from the others was his very pragmatic dedication, but he was also a dreamer and a philosopher. Anybody who loved Calypso as much as Henry did must have been a philosopher. One of his favorite calypsos, Valentino's Life is a Stage, and all of us who know Valentino know that that calypso is patterned after Shakespeare's Life is a Stage. Everybody has a part to play, and Henry played so many parts. He wanted to change a lot of the narrative about youth development from isolated events and programs, and this was indeed the Commonwealth's focus. But he felt he had to change from a combined approach, working, of course, with the wonderful directors of youth that we had in the Commonwealth Caribbean, the youth networks, the youth councils, where they existed, but the ministers themselves, not waiting on the 6 year interval of Commonwealth Youth Ministers meeting to make it clear that we needed investments and consistent focus with planning departments and finance departments and ministries of labor, etc., to consider the mainstreaming impacts of youth development. And I think this was a lot of his work and a lot of his legacy, how he was able to bring a focus on youth from a youth ministry idea to an ecosystem idea. Henry was, as we all know, a vibrant academician also. And when you think of his love of calypso and his love of philosophy, and of course his way of laughing at things that didn't go right when we wanted them to go right. He also was firmly a believer. I don't know if I should say believer, but he admitted internally that we lived in absurd times. When you are passionate about the pace of development and things don't go as you want when you want them to be, you have to sit back and say, yes, we are living in the theater of the absurd. But nothing of that knowledge prevented him from continuing to go into all the spheres and spaces that he needed to go into to make a difference and to keep those networks together. That is the genius of Henry Charles, that legacy of joining and knitting in some more and making the network larger, the pattern more intricate, but always apt for the circumstance. And that is why I'm pleased to join in this initiative and to congratulate the organizers and to do my own part in continuing to knit together the fabric of strong youth development for the Commonwealth and beyond. Thank you.